And the wait of 41 years is over as India not only played Pakistan in the finals but also outplayed them, defeating by 5 wickets in the finals. With this, India lifts the 9th Asia Cup title and a much needed victory in a very close encounter against Pakistan. And Tilak Verma hit a brilliant 50 and shared a promising stand with Shivam Dube after Abrar Ahmed removed Sanju Samson for 24. Earlier, Pakistan pacer Fahim Ashraf and Shaheen Shah Afridi struck early to remove Abhishek Sharma for 5, Suryakumar Yadav for 1 and Shubman Gill for 12 runs. Earlier, Pakistan collapsed to 146, struggling to deal with the quality of the Indian spinner. India bundled out Pakistan for paltry score of 146.
And Pakistan were off to a good start in the beginning. However, Indian spinners, they completely dominated the middle overs. And at one point, 200 was on the chart, but Indian bowlers tightened the things. Spinners Varun Chakravarti, Akshar Patel and Kuldeep Yadav spun a web around Team Pakistan. Kuldeep Yadav took 4 wickets. Fast bowler Jasprit Bumrah cleaned up the tail with his fiery pace. And with this, India lifts the historic 9th Asia Cup title for the men in blue once again. Again and again, India has been proving itself as the great champions of the Asia. And once again, India lifts the 9th title. And with this, the wait of 41 years of not only playing the match against Pakistan in the finals, but also outplaying Team Pakistan in the final is over.
And definitely, if we talk about this tournament, India remained unbeaten throughout the tournament and won a redundant match. That was the last match of the Super Fours, where India and Sri Lanka match were tied, but India won that in the Super Over. It shows the dominance of the Indian cricket team, especially in the T20 format. They were unbeaten throughout the T20 World Cup. They won in the Caribbean and the USA, and after the Champions Trophy, the unbeaten run against the Asia Cup, the unbeaten run of the Indian team continues. If you take a look at the India's performance after the before the 2024 World Cup, more than 34 matches, and they lost only 3. This shows the quality of the Indian cricket, the class of the Indian cricket, the quality of the Indian players and the kind of pressure they are handling, especially in the finals of the tournament. And if you take a look, the record of the India was not up to the mark in the finals of the tournaments, where more than 5 teams are featuring. India, before that, the scoreline was 3-2 in favor of Pakistan. Now with today's win, the scoreline is 3-all. Deepika.
And also, Narayan, when we talk about this very interesting match, it was looking a little impossible with how Team India started with their innings. You know how there were high expectations, high hope from Abhishek, but he did not perform. There were expectations from other players as well, including Shubman Gill. But the middle order, and especially we have to give credits to Tilak Verma, who scored 69 at the innings and under a very high voltage, high pressure match, to which India once again did not succumb, isn't it?
Definitely, if you take a look, we were just talking about the top order duel, especially between the Tilak Verma and the Shaheen Shah Afridi. And basically, if you talk about Abhishek Sharma, actually throughout the tournament he played well. He was scoring 3 consecutive 50, just equaled the record of Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli and as well as Suryakumar Yadav. And today's was a very crucial match for him. And talking about the overall the tournament, he played fantastic cricket, top scorer for the India. But we know that always the final is a high pressure game. How you hold your nerves, it is the matter of concern for each and every player. But we know that if you take a look, Abhishek Sharma in the final of the 2024 IPL, he lost his wicket for 2 runs against Mitchell Starc. Same in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. And once again, we can say that he was just at the top level. Pressure was there, but the kind of cricketer he has been, the evolution of Abhishek Sharma is great. And Tilak Verma, we know that he is somewhat like the backbone of Indian cricket team throughout this tournament, playing crucial knock in each and every match. And today, when 3 wickets down, Tilak Verma came and 69 and unbeaten knock. One of the greatest innings.
That's true, and we also have to give credits to, Shivam Dube. He rose to the occasion when we talk about it. He scored 33 in 22 balls with 2 fours here in this tournament, and with 2 sixes also, because hitting sixes at those moments is a very crucial and a very risky task, because you are at the crease, you have to hit, you have to maintain the momentum also, the pressure is on you. But Shivam Dube, he rose to the occasion, and the fine finish by Rinku Singh, that added that final glitz to the entire match, because at one point we were really hopeless that how Team India is going to perform under this high voltage match, and would they be able to maintain and survive the pressure. But again, once again, with fine class, fine performance, good temperament, Team India maintained their pace, Team India maintained their right order, and Team India sailed through this ship that looked unsteady for some of the while, isn't it, Narayan?
Right. Definitely, we can say that kudos to Indian team, especially their team combination. If you take today a look at their playing 11, the way they again drafted the players like, especially the Shivam Dube in the frame, he was rested for the match against Sri Lanka. And talking about Tilak Verma too, the way he played a knock of 69 runs, and apart from him, Shivam Dube 33 runs, Sanju Samson 24. So we here clearly visible that today the top order, Shubman Gill and Abhishek Sharma, today they couldn't deliver, but the way our middle order, the way they fired today, definitely they were not tried and tested throughout the tournament. But Shivam Dube and today the way Sanju Samson and Tilak Verma performed helped India. We can say that they did here a rescue act for the Team India. If you take a look, Pakistan 113 for the loss of 1 wicket, and after that the whole team were bundled out for 146, losing their next 9 wickets for just 33 runs. It shows that Pakistan, definitely they were crumbled under pressure. Whatever off-field things they have done today, it was a payback time for the Pakistan team.
And now let's go across to Mr. Malay Nirav, and Mukesh. Abhishek is also joining us from New Delhi's India Gate. First of all, let's go to Abhishek. Abhishek, we can see so many fans around you. How excited are they? India finally lifts the 9th Asia Cup title.
Surely, Deepika, it was a high-octane intensity final, a final that has everything, tension, drama, and right now we have fans at the India Gate who are very excited after the India win, and you can see that.
Vande Mataram! Bharat Mata ki Jai!
What is your reaction? कैसा लग रहा है?
मैं तो एक्चुअली क्रिकेट देखता भी नहीं हूँ, पर जैसा आप देख सकते हो मेरे तो अभी भी थोड़े बहुत पैर कांप रहे हैं। मैं कहना चाहूँगा इंडिया हारे या जीते, लेकिन भारत माता की जय! भारत माता की जय!
क्या जिस तरह से विकेट गिर गए थे इंडिया के शुरू में, फिर तिलक वर्मा और सैमसन ने पारी को संभाला, तो किस तरह से आप देख रहे हैं?
तिलक वर्मा का नॉक आज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट नॉक था। उसने कैप्टन से ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट नॉक आज उसने खेला। तिलक वर्मा ने बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट नॉक खेला, उसकी वजह से गेम जीते हैं। वो विनर बनना चाहिए, मैन ऑफ द मैच वही था आज का।
और इंडिया ने पाकिस्तान को तीसरी बार इस एशिया कप में हराया है, तो इसमें आप किस तरह से देखते हैं?
अरे देखो, इंडिया हमेशा पाकिस्तान को हराती है, और एक बात मैं सबके सामने बोलना चाहूँगा, भाई पाकिस्तान कभी नहीं हरा पाएगी इंडिया को। और क्रिकेट के अंदर आज हम जीते हैं, भाई कप आया अपने पास, और क्या चाहिए। इसी बात पे भाई सारे बोलेंगे वंदे वंदे मातरम।
So you can see that the fans are really ecstatic after how India defeated Pakistan. Surely the first innings Pakistan were cruising to it was looking like they will cruise to a very big score, but then Bumrah and company, Kuldeep Yadav, just the way they bowled and the way Pakistan lost their 9 wickets in just 33 runs really turned the tables in India's favor. In second innings, India lost crucial wickets at the starting, but Tilak Verma and Samson just stitched the partnership, and look at the way Samson and Tilak Verma led India to the victory. It was a really amazing final.
Really amazing final, definitely. At one point of time, it was looking like that Pakistan will go around 200. Malay, a fantastic match we witnessed today. Pakistan at one point in time 113 for the loss of 1 wicket, but next 9 wickets fell for 33 runs. They fumbled. So was the match pressure, or whether they don't have the quality batsmen?
Simply superb bowling by Indian spinners. No doubt about that. the way Kuldeep bowled, it was fantastic. And also our other, I mean, when the team was announced and when it was said that Arshdeep is not playing and now we have Rinku Singh there, so it was a bit of a surprise for many people. But I guess the Indian team management, the captain and the coach, they had read the pitch very well, and they thought that this is a pitch on which we'll need in-depth batting, and that is what happened eventually. And look, what I am feeling very happy about is that when the Indian middle order was put to test, it came out with flying colours. Though it was a cliffhanger, no doubt about that. But when the going gets tough, the tough get going, and this is something which Tilak Verma proved today, and very ably assisted by others, especially Shivam Dube, because Shivam Dube was the one who gave a kind of a belief, who reinforced the belief that you can go for big hits, you can go for a six, and that is where his role was very important. He used his height, 6'5", excellent, in fact, in the best possible manner. So I guess it was a tough match, worthy of being called a final between two good teams, both of which played cricket, but the Indians proved far better than them, because in the bowling department, in the middle order, when the top order collapsed, 3 wickets were lost, and Indians have got so used to seeing Abhishek and Shubham perform there, and when Sky once again was not in his element, I think this is the best that India could have done. And
Indeed, Mr. Malayan Nirav, many congratulations to the entire nation, because India is not only lifting the 9th title trophy this time, but we all know that how this particular tournament was marred with so many controversies, so many undue pressure was vented out on the players on both of the sides throughout the tournament. But also when we talk about India's innings and Pakistan's innings also, Pakistan started with a very decent performance, and we were having doubts in Jasprit Bumrah how he started with the match, but then Kuldeep Yadav came, and the way he steadied the ship, he was on fire totally, and from there onwards there was no going back for Team India at all, and the winning factor actually started with that particular match. And even there was a situation when Pakistan felt like they are winning the match, but they lost the momentum entirely, isn't it?
In fact, I would say they choked. After having lost 3 matches in one tournament against one team. In fact, after having lost 2, when it came to the third team, it was a chance for their revival, which they got. But eventually, they could not sustain it. The way they started, I thought that they were going to stand there and they were going to do something great. But, their bowlers, towards the end, seemed to have completely lost it. The pressure was showing. Fahim, who was one of the best that he was today, the best Pakistani bowler perhaps, when you saw him getting cramps, and after that when he came back, he was looking totally ineffective. Haris Rauf, again someone who showed the Indian batsmen how to go ahead and go for sixes. And then, of course, their spinners too tried their best. Abrar was very good, but there were no match to the Indian spinners. And Indian middle order, the way they stood there, the way they did not lose their patience, when you were in a pressure situation.
Right.
Let's go across to Mukesh also, who joins us live from Dubai International Cricket Stadium. Mukesh, you witnessed the entire match. What an interesting clash it was. How are the fans celebrating this historic victory, Mukesh?
Deepika, as we discussed earlier in the program, and we talk about the Indian batting lineup, from 1 to 7 we have a batting lineup. When we lost early wicket, there is some pressure on Indian batting side, but again Tilak Verma, Sanju Samson, they realized this situation, and they shown their capability, how tough match can win, and it's very important to win not this match to lift the Asia Cup. Sanju Samson Samson deliver, Tilak Verma unbeaten, and apart from that, Shivam Dubey, he also scored hard in this tournament and this inning. We also focus him. We were discussing about him how the role he will play when the crucial time will come. As when Hardik Pandya is not there, he bowled well as he batted well in this match, and they deserve the flawless batting in the middle order. We were talking about middle order was generally not playing. Surya Kumar Yadav again he flopped. Abhishek Verma the dependent opener we have, but he also not scored very well. So this is the crucial time how you deliver. It shows the young talent. Those they are in team 11 they played well, and the bowling side when Shaheen Shah Afridi is celebrating, Abrar also celebrating when they got the wicket. The celebration was high, but they keep silent. All Pakistani fans, Pakistani cricketers, and this win is they deserve this win, and now they are celebrating.
Right, they deserve this win, and the fans all over India are celebrating India's big win. Abhishek, if you take a look today's match, the star of the match, the architect of this win, Tilak Verma, the consistent performance by him, 3 unbeaten knocks in this tournament. If you take a look, the first, it was against Pakistan in their league match. After that, 49 against Sri Lanka, that was 2 unbeaten, and then today a 69-run unbeaten. How you look the evolution of Tilak Verma throughout his career right now? He's one of the established batsmen in the team.
Surely Narayan, Tilak Verma has played an innings of his life. The way he rose to the occasion in this crucial encounter was very important because India lost 3 wickets early, and it was the occasion where any batsman has to step up, whether it was Samson or it was Tilak Verma. Tilak Verma, that Mumbai Indians trust him very much, and he has been promoted regularly at Mumbai Indians to play up the order and steady the ship. And today, the way he anchored the innings along with Sanju Samson was a thing to be looked upon future, and that's why the selectors and the BCCI, have always promoted him. And you can see with me, there are a number of fans joining with us, and Tilak Verma, the way he played his innings, जो पहले wicket गिर गया था, so how do you look the Tilak Verma's innings?
It has been exceptional. The kind of skill set that Tilak has been bringing for Team India has been exceptional, and as you rightly pointed out, playing for his franchise in IPL, he has proved this number of times. I mean, it is one of the exceptional innings that he is playing, and there is much more to come, and that is what the new Indian team is about. I mean, they are very aggressive, they play to the occasion, and they respond accordingly, and that's where things got really helpful for India. And plus, it was not only Tilak, it proves the point where a skilled player like Rinku Singh gets his first ball of the tournament and hits it for a 4. So it was, the message is loud and clear. The exceptional strength that we have is totally amazing, and team like Pakistan is very low on strength. I mean, they are not even capable of bringing in what we bring onto the table, and that proved the point 3-0. So it was very evident, and this gesture clearly proved the point. In economy, in battlefield, and at the matches, they are standing nowhere. And this was an important message which had to go down very clearly, and that has gone down. So exceptional effort from everyone.
Great. So the message was loud and clear. The way India was playing, the way Tilak Verma and Samson stitched the innings, and of course Rinku Singh, India clearly stand above Pakistan in every department, and has shown again why India is rated high, why they are the world champions, Narayan.
Indeed.
Definitely, India, the way they played throughout the last few years, especially in T20, it was one of the best team in the world. But talking about Malaya, if you take a look, India's record was unblemished throughout the tournament. Not only this tournament, if you take a look at Champions Trophy, T20 World Cup. But despite of that, we saw that few glitches were there, especially the way we can say that our captain, the way he was not looking up to the mark throughout the tournament, despite the fact he's one of the best batter in the T20 format.
Yes, and first let's take this tweet by Prime Minister Narendra Modi soon after the victory. He has tweeted, and I'll quote him here: Operation Sindoor on the games field. Outcome is the same. India wins. Congrats to our cricketers, unquote. So this has been directly a win for pride, a win not only for the factor that we are winning the game, but this also goes on to give that respect to all the survivors of Operation Sindoor who faced that dastardly attack that took place in Pahalgam. And after that, there have been questions on India versus Pakistan. But now the entire victory and the credit goes to all the cricketers who really made India proud, not only lifting the title for the 9th time, not only winning against Pakistan after a match that took place after 41 years in the final game, but also a matter of pride for the entire countrymen, for all the countrymen, for the entire nation. This is the latest tweet that has come from Prime Minister Narendra Modi, where he says, and I'll quote him again here, hashtag Operation Sindoor on the games field. Outcome is the same. India wins. Congrats to our cricketers. Unquote. Mr. Malay Nirav, coming on to you when we talk about this particular victory and the tweet that has come from Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This is a huge victory not only for the survivors, not only for the victims of the Pahalgam terror attack, not only for the people who were asking for justice continuously, but for every Indian, isn't it, Mr. Nirav?
Of course, and the way controversies were created, the way a nation which had gone in for that dastardly attack on innocent people in Pahalgam, and the way this match was dedicated, this whole game of India was dedicated to them, and the way the Pakistanis, through their very, very objectionable and bad gestures, wanted to cover up their defeat. I think this is the fitting answer, a fitting reply to all those gestures, to all those unwanted, uncalled for comments which came from the Pakistanis, and also the Pakistani cricketers getting themselves involved in some very, very unsporting kind of actions on the field. So it is a decisive victory, and the Prime Minister is very right. It is not only here that we see India breaking the back of the Pakistanis who had organized the dastardly attack,
Right.
but also defeating them on the field, not once, not twice, thrice. What can be more decisive than
In the
this?
same tournament, defeating Pakistan
same
3
tournament.
times. Abhishek, coming to you, if you take a look at this India's win, as the Prime Minister's tweet also came about India's this win. So do you think the Pakistan, whatever they have done off the field, it has impacted their performances? They tried their best, but they were under pressure. Whatever they had said, whatever the gesture they had made during the tournament, do you think that all the things that have done by them, it is reflecting now that you should focus on your game rather than the off-field issues?
Definitely, Narayan. The fans are also very excited, so it was very difficult to hear your voice. But of course, Pakistan will have to improve their performance rather than the on-field gestures and the on-field banters they are doing in all the previous matches. Had this match was in their control, if you look at the first 10 overs, they were playing very good cricket, especially the Sahibzada Farhan and Fakhar Zaman. They stitched a partnership, and they could have took this innings to 180 or 190. But Kuldeep Yadav and Jasprit Bumrah came and they broke that partnership at 112, and that really took away the momentum. This really shows that Pakistan middle order does not have that strength, does not have that, they don't bat deep. And once the top order falters, they don't have any experienced batter to hold that innings and take them to a respectable total. And again, if you can see that Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, and the Varun Chakravarti, shared 8 wickets between them. This shows that Pakistan lack in spin bowling also. So they have to up their ante and focus on their batting, their performance overall. Right now, they are very behind in terms of quality if compared to India.
Definitely, they are very far behind if talk about the quality cricket and the class cricket. So That's all in today's special broadcast on India's win against Pakistan in the Asia Cup final. A record-breaking win, third time in this tournament. India defeated Pakistan. Deepika.
And also thank you so much, Abhishek, for joining us straight from India Gate and getting all the celebratory visuals. Thank you so much, Mr. Malay Neera, for joining us and getting us a rounded perspective. And after that historic victory, we saw Prime Minister Narendra Modi's tweet, which was retweeted as it is by Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya as well, who's the sports minister, saying and that this is the statement, this is the victory of the day. And with this, it's a wrap here on this special broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us right now. Namaskar.
Namaskar.